watching position.
You see him coming now. Catch him, get on him. And keep your hands busy.
Keep those hands up, baby, and those ribs you can't miss.
Now, look, now's the time. Use your head. Steal and get the big.
We're halfway through this fight, which reminds me, gentlemen, of a story that Whitaker told us yesterday, that when he went to college at Norfolk State for a semester, he took a course in accounting. And after the mid-semester exam, which he got a C, he quit the course. He thought it was all over. He's cut it short. But right here, he knows he's only midway through the 12th round.
Even if it wasn't true, it's the way a lot of us felt about accounting, right? He would be good enough for me.
Right, he figured out, he found a profession where someone else could do his taxes. Someone else is coming on now.
Nelson landed a left hand that backed Whitaker up.
This may be all he needed to get into the fight. Good right hand
landed by Nelson. And suddenly Whitaker is not throwing back. Now here he comes.
Zuma's turned this into a street fight, which he should have been doing earlier.
Whitaker again grabs Nelson under the thigh. Mills Lane has told him he doesn't like that. See how much energy for this renewed assault Nelson has.
That's a chant, zoom, zoom, from the Ghanaians who are here rooting for their champion.
It was the first chance they've had to chant anything in this bout other than, oh no.
Zuma now is starting to land some right hands. Not big right hands, but he's starting to find his target.
Selection of the bout has changed slightly. And it's worth noting that Pernell Whitaker has never knocked anyone out beyond round 6. Zuma Nelson has worn down several opponents and knocked them out in the later rounds.
This is an incredible pace here. This is more so in the favor of Zuma Nelson. Because now he can land his big shots.
Chopping away. And now Whitaker dropping his hands a bit inside and giving Nelson a chance to land the left hook.
The reason that Pernell Whitaker's tying his man up is to get a breather here.
Best round of the fight by far for Zuma Nelson.
And you have to love Zuma Nelson for the effort he's giving us and giving himself.
And incidentally, gentlemen, we want to remind our viewers that World Championship Boxing continues next month on HBO with a heavyweight doubleheader. Mike Tyson making his return to the ring after his shocking loss to Buster Douglas will face Henry Tillman, who twice defeated Tyson when they were amateurs. Also fighting George Foreman. Since coming out of retirement, he's won 21 fights and lost none. His opponent, Jose Adelson Rodriguez, probably the toughest number on Foreman's dance card since his return to the ring. So be sure to join us June 16th for a live doubleheader featuring two of the biggest names in boxing today, Mike Tyson and George Foreman. That'll be right here in Las Vegas.
All right, let's take a look at those big punches landed in this round. The first one by Nelson, there it is. A right followed by a left drove Whitaker back, but he was well within himself.
Mills Lane giving Whitaker a little extra time to get out of his corner as round 8 begins. And Nelson picks up where he left off in round 7.
Zuma Nelson's picked the tempo of the fight up, which he should have been doing
in the earlier rounds, because that would have made the difference by now. You would have seen some results. But it's kind of a little too late. Although if he's able to land a big punch and turn the table, something might happen. But you notice, Jim, because he's fighting inside more on Zuma Nelson, he's landing more shots.
Of course, he runs the risk of taking even more, but what does it matter? He's proven that he's going to take punishment, whether outside or inside.
He would take more shots on the outside, like he just took a left hand there, as opposed to being inside. Inside, he has a better chance because he appears to be a little stronger and carries a better punch than Pernell Whitaker.
Inside, he has the chance to initiate the action. Outside, he's always being beaten to the punch.
Exactly, because on the inside, he has a chance of being able to counter one of Pernell Whitaker's right hand there. Good right hand by Zuma Nelson.
Whitaker still snapping Nelson back with the jab. And there's a little mouse under the left eye now at Pernell Whitaker. Probably from one of those right hands.
I guess you noticed that the style of Zuma Nelson has changed. I mean, as opposed to his arms being crossed, he now puts both hands in front of him. His style of fight has changed since the earlier rounds. More the conventional way. That's some beautiful movement by Pernell Whitaker when he gets out of the corner. All he does is pivot.
Whitaker starting to assert himself again now within the last 20 seconds.
I thought that was Whitaker's most impressive round because he took some punches as he had in the previous round, and yet he's still firing.
Just full punch combination. You know what I mean? Bang, 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 bang. You understand? He can't punch because you're throwing too many punches at him, right? Settle down. Don't let him carry too fast now. Yeah? Inhale, baby. Sometimes if he charges, it fall right on his chest. So you know what I mean? Like when